maybe I should wait a few seconds because my online friends will be coming on and they'll be asking me what is this about. Start with a bit of back. So actually not the background because there's a story, right? We're 30% back. It turns out we're on 28th of November 2020. Okay. There is a story that I found in the metro. It's too quiet. So this story that I found in the metro. There's a woman, right, in England. You can't find the story online. Perhaps it's a sensitive story. So this woman was living alone, and it's a real life story. Yeah? It's not a make believe. It's a real life story. She's living alone in England, and she's being sexually assaulted every day, perhaps. So imagine this situation where someone is living alone and she's being sexually assaulted. In Zimbabwe, there is a thing about, perhaps across quite a few cultures actually, not just Zimbabwe, where if someone is disturbing, or you suspect that someone has been disturbing your relationship, if you go to a traditional healer, apparently you can get some sort of thing done to your other. This thing happen apparently, where people go and do things. I think it's quite an expensive ritual, and then you make sure that that person will never bother your marriage again. I don't know what will be happening in that case. But then there's also cases where people have been found stuck together because they can't come apart because someone has done it, some sort of ritual to stop other people from interfering in their relationships. I receive good energy. I appreciate it. So I have not been able to. Hola. I have not been able to find the information on this case after the summer. I saw it in a newspaper in the metro. So there's where we started off. The woman who's I was going to put some background something. The woman who was living alone and something happened to her, and she got compensation. Ah, poquito. Tu habla poquito español. Oh, no Portuguese, just español. Tu habla dia hoy. I don't remember. Today? What have I done today? What am I talking about today? Let's translate. Okay, so that's where I started anyway. The background that there's a rock. There's a woman who was living alone and she was being sexually assaulted and she got compensation in the UK. So there's a, if anyone knows about this case, please do, like, maybe write me a message on my email address. It's on the front page. It's carolindila@gmail.com. I can't seem to find the story online anywhere. Perhaps it's been taken down because it's quite a sensitive situation. I don't know, but I would have thought this information should still be accessible. I'll review messages later. So this is actually a thing that happens. So apparently, I know it from other cultures where people can be disgruntled. If you are from a different culture and background and you know about this, you can also just like raise your hand that, there's people who do certain things or engage with certain rituals or approach medium traditional healers to activate something against other people. Now, I don't know anyone who's gone to a traditionalist or, ventured in that sort of way to go and like convince the medium to do something to their spouse so that they prove that they love them by being aggressive towards other women or attacking. I mean, I've heard of this sort of situation before we start. So back to what was just talking about. So back to what was just talking about. So yes, if you know, you know. I'm just talking about it on a level at the moment. We're not really getting into what it actually is. So it's just story time at the moment. Have you heard of people like this? What do you think about a person who actually wants their spouse or their partner to prove that their partner won't cheat on them by going to attack someone else who you suspect is going to interfere with your relationship? Why would you waste your energy going in that direction? Like, you think someone next door to you is going to attract your partner, or your partner is going to stray next door. I mean, how many of you here would actually, please tell me, would you go and attack the person first, or would you like invest in your relationship, or like try to ensure there's commitment with your partner? I mean, that's what I think would be normal. Like, you would actually step it up, like do what you can to keep your partner's attention. Isn't that normal? Like, this is actually a genuine question. I really want to know. How would you, uh, how would you approach it? Or are we all single and don't really? I mean, are you single and don't really know how you'd approach it? What have you heard? Maybe. What have you heard? Like, what's normal for you where you are, where you come from? Would you spend? I do want $20,000. Really. But I have 10 coming. I want 20. Give it to me. Tell me if you just written me a message to review. I'm not reviewing messages right now. YouTube. Perhaps I'll pose it as a general question and then we'll come back in and talk about it, because I need to understand. I used to me, sorry, for me, I encourage people to get in love, right? If you've already got someone and you come and talk to me about something, I'm going to, cheer you on. I'm going to encourage you to pursue your relationship. I'm going to encourage you in a very positive way. You might not really like it, but I will touch on your approach and kind of like try to tap into how you think and, you know, try and point you in the right direction. From my experiences, or maybe from what I've learned, because sometimes it's not necessarily my experience, but, I will try to tailor it to who you are, what's going on. So I really need to understand this approach, because this one is very different. I don't really watch horror stories. I don't really, you know, I haven't really dealt with traditional healers either. From what I know, even with warn you, want to go in that direction. What I've seen on films, they will warn you that this thing you want to do, it's going to cause you trouble. They will tell you, they are very upfront from what I've seen. They will tell you that this is trouble. You're treading on very, very dangerous waters. You don't tamper with someone like this. But like, so the question again was, how do people invest in relationships? Why would you invest to be attacking someone who is a potential, what you would see as a threat in your relationship? Why would you, okay, let me put it a different way. Would you choose to invest in your relationship by pursuing the person you're with, spending time with them? Or would you trying to attack the person before your relationship is, I mean, before your relationship is disturbed? Why would you be looking at someone who is a potential threat first before investing in your relationship? Please help me to understand this sort of thinking. And do you think that attacking the person you think is a threat to the relationship first by sending your spouse to go and attack? Oh, sure. Do you think sent to you, or do you actually believe that sending someone you are trying to get into a relationship with is going to improve your relationship with them if you send them to go towards the person who you think the who you who you think might attract your spouse or your partner to them? Do you think that is going to help you solidify your relationship? Do you actually think it's going to solidify your bond with them? Do you think spending time investing in that person by paying attention to the other woman? I don't want to say me, because you people, I don't want you to attack me, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why would you be investing time pointing your man towards another woman to say you need to show me that you're loyal, because by shaming that other person? Are you not just drawing the attention of your partner to that person? How is it going to help you to unite, to solidify your relationship? How? How? How does that help you? Please enlighten me. I need to learn, because I'm not professing to be the cupid of cupids, but and I don't even have that many relationships that I've helped get into a solid situation. I just want to know, like, what's going on now, because I haven't been doing it quite a lot lately. Not intentionally. Oh, time and place. So, to those who are in relationships, in marriages, how are you keeping it together? Besides those who are going to counseling. Well, if you're going to counseling, or if you've been to counseling, have your counselors ever told you that if your partner is strayed, you need to go back? You need to push your spouse or your partner towards the one they strayed with, so that they bully them to get over it. If you've ever been told this by anyone, did it help? Did you become did you become stronger? Did it help your relationship? How? Did you become criminals? Did your partner kill that person and then you became criminals? You started celebrating. Is that how it helps? Because I don't understand that way of thinking. Seriously. At this one, we're not even timing it. Come on, Lionel. Come. Come and answer me. Let me know. Let me just wait for people. I like to watch movies. It's almost Christmas time. Christmas movies will be online everywhere, even on TV, everywhere, right? So we're talking about how people are dealing with preserving and investing in their relationships. I want to know. What are you doing? How do you, I'm watching Here Comes the Bride. Oh, oh. Okay. Okay, so we don't want to talk about that right now. I don't want to encourage people to go and do rituals. Finish. Anyway, we just got to a point where this woman is seeing a video, possibly about her spouse cheating. She's just found out and went on her knees. Okay, so I guess it's relevant anyway. So in these cases where you find that something has happened, honestly, who has found or who has watched something and found that it was the person went to do a ritual to use the very same person's mind to go and attack the person instead of invest in your relationship or go to counseling? When you have found, or when you are entering into a relationship, maybe you're at dinner, first date, and then you're realizing that, oh, my potential partner has this weakness for a certain person at work. Do you start to, would you do a ritual to send this person to go and attack that person instead of investing in your relationship, so that when your partner is at work, they're thinking about you, they are calling you at lunchtime, or you go out for a date at lunchtime? What are people doing? What are you doing to preserve your relationships? What happens when you're investing in your relationships? Why would you put your partner into training so that they go and beat someone up that you think they potentially like, to prove your loyalty? Why would you invest in that direction? Okay, fine. Let's say, I know I'm asking the same questions but in different ways. So, oh my God, blessing. What would you be doing to strengthen your bond with someone when you get into a relationship? For those who are married, when you're making that journey to go into marriage, what are you doing to get into that stage? What have you been doing? What did you do to get into that stage of marriage? What have you been doing to get into those relationships? How to solidify your relationship wherever you are? What was your approach? Yes, even to those who are doing rituals, tell me, why were you doing that ritual? What did you do? What did it produce? What was it for? For those who pray, how did you pray? How did you pray? What direction were you praying in? Were you saying, send my men to that woman to go and do shakara, so that, so that he will focus on? How do you pray? How are you praying for that relationship? How are you investing in the relationship? What do you say into? Why are you speaking into the relationship? What? Because I don't understand. I'm still trying to understand. As a ritualist who I've heard, she does rituals on the man so that he will go and be attacking the woman or speaking a lot about the woman. Okay, fine. Let's say speaking. Because when you go and speak about someone, I think it draws more attention to that person, so that people are thinking about that person. and trying to check what's happening with this person, what's happening with this woman. We're hearing a lot. So I'm trying to find out, like, if you want your partner to love you more or to show their loyalty to you, would you keep on drawing attention to that person? I mean, even if it's defamation, why would you keep on drawing attention to that person? What is it doing for you? How are you maintaining your relationship? How has it helped you to get into a relationship? The whole starting rumors about somebody else, making them look bad, framing them. How is it helping your relationship? I like my hair. Oh, I like my hair. How is it helping your relationship? Guys, if you have I think I can do this better for other people. If you need your hair done for a date or something, if I'm in your area, of course you have to buy your own products because products are expensive. If you've got that smooth sort of Caucasian looking hair or Asian looking hair, we might need to get those sponges stuff. Of course, it's for a price. It's not free. It's for a price. You can send me an email. We'll see what to do. So tell me, how are you guys preparing for relationships? I'm not just giving answers today. We're just talking. I need to find out where people are. 17 minutes in, no answers yet. Okay, so we're going to leave it at this, and then maybe you guys can write the comments. It's better, I think, if it's comments afterwards, because our chat doesn't always show afterwards, unfortunately. I'm not sure why. I think it really should be showing. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we can start a poll. It's a bit too late. I'll try and do another poll separately, maybe. Should I write it here? Would you invest in your relationship positively or negatively to draw attention, to draw your partner to show you their loyalty to you? Is it clearer? I don't know. Let's just put it simply. How do you invest in your relationship? Marriage or dating? Dating. My keyboard is refusing to do the auto type thing. In marriage or dating. All right. Option. Okay, you can explain. Aren't I nice? I've given people an option. You're welcome. Okay. Start the poll. I'm just giving it now I have to give it time. I should have put it at the beginning. So, and I can't really copy it. We've only ever done the poll thing while we're in recording once before. So, bear with. So, chat messages. Cassie, I didn't see the next message that you wrote. deleted their message? Why did you delete? See, this is why I want to know why you would be sending your partner to pay attention to another woman. Why? Why would you be saying that someone has to show you loyalty by paying attention to another woman? If you have a partner, all right, let me give you the background. There's a criminal I know burgling someone's flat. Let's say it's my flat. Burgling my flat. Place some cameras somewhere. And you don't know where these cameras are. Imagine such criminals, because these things have been happening. In the UK, it's been happening a very long time. The first world. Access to technology. There's a Sexual Offences Act of 2003, right? Apparently, it talks about voyeurizing and upscaling, where like you can be filming. I think it normally happens with people who are like narcissists and bitter, abusive people who plant cameras where they've maybe just dated someone once, or maybe not even. Imagine someone who just got a criminal mindset to just attack somebody else. Plant cameras, start filming them. So where someone has like their private time with someone, they are filming them. Why? So why would you then train your partner how to film another woman in their private time? Why would you be doing this? What's going on in your brain? Why would you be telling someone that this is how you show me loyalty? I mean, oh, okay, fine. Even if you don't tell them that this is how, if this is your requirement, what? Okay, please help me. Let's brainstorm. Maybe, okay. I think this is why I'm not getting the answers here. You people don't think like that. Okay, let's try to think like criminals here. Let's try to have that mindset. Why do you think someone might be doing this to another human being? Why do you think someone might be filming or teaching another person, or get someone who's got the expertise to do this? Why would we be going this far? Sorry, I said we again. Or yes, I did say let's put on thinking caps like that. Let's activate it. Criminal thinking. Hey, you guys, we can't do it. It's not normal. 23 minutes, 23 seconds. None of us can do it. It's not normal. This is not ordinary. It's not ordinary. No one can say anything. We can't do it. We can't think like this. No one can explain it. There's been more than 24 people here at a time. We can't explain it. We don't know. Those who do mind control, hypnosis, whatnot. If you really hated someone, why would you get a man? I'm talking to women. Why would you get a man, sit them on your couch, do your mind control thing, use whatever knowledge they have or capability to go and attack a woman who you think, if you're interested in, are you interested in that man? Maybe that's the other question. Are you interested in that man? Or do you just hate that person? Are you trying to get them arrested? Because I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are you sending the men? Why would you say, oh, have you just got some sort of ulterior motive towards that man too? Like, you hate that man. You don't want the man. Because where are you going with this? Why would you, let's say you sent the man to steal from that woman. Why are you sending the men there? If they go into the property, if they go and see things there, what if they like that person's way of living better? Why would you, why? Okay, fine. Let's say the person's place is more run down than yours. Please, do you know how men think? Do you know they want to provide solutions, security, protection? What if your ritual doesn't work? What if it starts thinking of how to provide a solution there? Mpeko, help me to think. Help me to think. Why is this woman Okay. It's almost 27 minutes. We still don't know why someone would be thinking this way. We still don't know. It's still a mystery. Why would you send someone to practice killing somebody else? Don't you think you're just making that person find out more about that person, making them interested? What time is that person going to try to think that they love you? Because once you're investing in someone else's brain to think so negatively, and then one day they start thinking or discovering another part of their brain by going to this other person, how is it going to help you to bond? I wish I could say unless they were just totally wicked, but then the thing is, once a woman starts to build a man, directly or indirectly, the most likely thing is that the man will be more drawn to the woman who is learning something from positively about themselves, when they start to discover something nice about themselves. But if the person is just thinking, going downhill, the most likely will just be presenting the downhill to you, because that's what you're investing in. Maybe someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Put up. I don't know if we'll ever get the answers.